G'day, welcome to CruiseAway with Derek and Joe, the place we all come every day to get some big holiday adventures sorted, booked and planned. And of course, leaving all the heavy lifting to our amazing team here in Oz.
That's right, we are your own personal travel concierge and have been for over 25 years. And we're here to help you plan the biggest trips with the smallest headaches and the best prices, of course.
So, how about a big half-world cruise adventure in March for 2027? Sounds all right, doesn't it? We're going to be taking a whopper of a 50-night cruise from Sydney to Rome. Or maybe you fancy intrepid travel across Germany, the Baltics and Scandinavia next September. Well, we've got a jet setter to show you.
Yes, and in this show, it's all about romantic adventure. And our first offer sounds like a classic James Bond film, From Barry with Love. And we journey around the Greek Isles, Italy and Turkey in April, flying you to southern Italy, to the home of the longest seafront in Europe. Bari, a wonderful city with so many charms. We'll stay here for 3 nights in a hotel in this glamorous location. You know, it's very rare that we bring you an itinerary which starts off somewhere like Bari in Italy, because it's, you know, it's just usually Venice or Rome or, you know, great places. But this is a little bit different, a bit more off the beaten track. It's in the Puglia region on the Adriatic Sea, so you'll love it. Then we're joining the Sinfonia for 14 nights, beautiful MSC cruising, and what better cruise line to take out of Italy than an Italian cruise line. And they do everything Italian so well, but everything international so well also, because you know, at the moment MSC really is cornering the market in terms of value. Well, the offerings they have on the table are sensational. That's why so many millions of people worldwide are choosing MSC. And you will absolutely love your experience on board, whether this is your first cruise or your 50th. You know, you'll always find something different and something new and something exciting that maybe you've never thought about before when you're on a cruise. Now, when it comes to the spaces on board Sinfonia, she's sister, by the way, to the Harmonia ship. If you've ever been on her, they have lots of updated features and facilities, you know, an enlarged restaurant and buffet area, new music and dancing area as well. If you're traveling with the children, you have also got dedicated children's centres on board a cruise ship. So again, this is for anybody who maybe hasn't cruised before. You've literally got a whole activity centre. So if you're travelling with the kids or grandkids or nieces and nephews or a family reunion, you almost don't have to worry, because they'll just spend the whole time up there enjoying themselves. Yeah,
you drop them off at the kids club and then you run off to Sheila's and go and enjoy good times in there. Amazing. I love the fact that these ships, and this is classic MSC ship design here, which is wonderful. And I love all of the locations have these glamorous, wonderful Italian names, and you can see how they all look very, very different as well. So smart, so lovely, and I think you'll love the offering on board with MSC, because I think a lot of people look at the pricing sometimes with MSC and they think, okay, is this a budget cruise that we're looking at here? Well, you can see from the sights and the sounds and the decor, and what you're not seeing here is the lovely warm welcome and lovely friendly service. The team on board, honestly, they can't do enough for you, and they will keep you well entertained over your cruise. They are such a good offering, such a good all-round offering as well. It's wonderful. So out of Bari in gorgeous southern Italy we sail.
Yes, and we're heading to Piraeus in fabulous Greece first of all, the cradle of Western civilization, as it's called, and you will get to visit the hotspots in Athens like the Acropolis. Then it's Izmir in Turkey, again for more incredible history. Ephesus is #1 here, Roman and, you know, even Turkish ruins here, fantastic. Istanbul, talking of Turkey, has got the Hagia Sophia, the Blue Mosque, and the wonderful Grand Bazaar to visit. And don't forget to do a hammam, the Turkish spa. It's a great experience. We're into Corfu next, and after all of that exploring, you might want just a relaxing beach day. And it's, you know, it is springtime in Europe, but still, you know, feasible to go to the beach, which will be great. Then we're into Bari. We have another little trip here, which is wonderful. And perhaps you're going to head to the famous Matera cave houses to explore when you're here for the day. We are into Santorini in Greece next, and if you take a cable car from where the ship docks, it will take you to the old town of Styra, which if you miss Styra, you are missing Santorini. You've got to do it. A second day in Piraeus, and you definitely need more time in Athens. So maybe take the little trolley tour around the old town to explore that region, or head to the Temple of Zeus. We're into Katakolon next, and this is the port for ancient Olympia since the 7th century BC. You can learn about where the Olympics originated. It's going to be fascinating. Argostoli is next in Kefalonia, one of my favourite ports. Again, a nice one to relax and head to the beach, or even rent your own boat for the day, go out to the islands. Corfu again awaits us. They have a famous English cricket pitch there that you can visit, or downtown for some street market shopping, which is a charming thing to do. And then we're back into Bari, where your disembark will fly you back to Australia after this fascinating adventure.
I know, absolutely brilliant. I mean, as you can see there, you're doing 2 cruises on Symphonia, which is wonderful, which means you get that extra stop into Bari as well, which is such a nice place. Honestly, there's so much to explore there. We very rarely, as Joe says earlier, we very rarely have a stay there at a start and end of cruise. There. It is usually other ports in and around Italy. So we've been doing a little bit of research, and it's like, wow, you can do this, and there's this, and there's this, and there's so much. It's great that you have some good time there as well. And you get an extra little call for a day in the middle of the cruise, because you know what, there's nothing worse than having just been to a place and then you meet somebody on the ship and they say, oh, did you see the... And by then, most times it's too late. But of course, on this cruise, you're actually coming back, so you get the chance to relive that moment, which is awesome. So, a wonderful getaway for April, which is not that far away if you think about it. This year, what's happening to it? It's crazy, isn't it? So April runs around really, really quickly. This is your chance to discover wonderful Bari in southern Italy with a stay, and then explore the Greek Isles and Turkey. So much history, so much beauty to see over your 19 nights on the cruise. And a deposit today will book your place. And I tell you now, when you look at the price tag, again, when you look at this price tag and you look at how much cruising you are doing and everything we're including in this package, this is why people look at price tags like this and they say, well, is this a budget cruise? No, let me tell you, MSC are pretty much the biggest independently owned cruise line. They're family owned in Italy, and they are a disruptor cruise line. So they are here to say, you know what, we're going to do it at these special prices. Come give us a try. And then you'll go back again and again and again. And you'll recommend it to other people as well. Here's everything you need to know. And this amazing DreamAway package includes your return flights from Sydney to and from Bari in southern Italy. You have a 3-night hotel stay there before you cruise. And when you do cruise, you are cruising classic Italian style MSC and glamour with MSC Sinfonia. 2 weeks of fascinating cruising, back-to-back 2 itineraries actually, enjoying the delicious Greek Isles and Turkey, including a day to explore enchanting Istanbul, which is just stunning. And there's so much to enjoy on board. Glamorous interiors, great service from the team, a wide range of entertainment, not just singing and dancing, but so much more. Lots of lovely theme party nights for you to choose from big shows, karaoke. You've got so much that you can actually get involved in. You will love it, but it can be nice and relaxed if you want to as well. Lovely warm welcome on board. Flights from other cities are available, by the way, so talk to the team here in Oz, 1300 411 968, and we will tailor and arrange whatever your heart desires. That's what we are here to do, and we have been for over 25 years here in Oz, so that expertise really is here. I think the great thing about CruiseAway as well is, as our name suggests, cruise is our business. Cruise is the mainstay.
Yes.
We're not booking every type of holiday here, there and everywhere or whatever. Cruise is our thing. So the expertise is there. Our team have been on the ships. They know the ships inside out. They can answer your questions straight away without having to call someone else or look it up or whatever. They can answer everything there and then with you, which is great.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? And we're here for you to make your dream holiday a reality.
Absolutely.
Literally just the click of a button if you're shopping with us online, or again, give us a call. Our next worldwide adventure takes us to Northern Europe, Scandinavia, the Baltics and the Med, all in one magnificent mosaic for September next year. Travelling by plane, train and amazing cruise. Your 32 nights begin by flying from Sydney over to Berlin in Germany. Such a historic and fascinating city with a very chilled vibe and lots of open spaces. You'll stay here for 3 nights. nights in a hotel, which is plenty of time to explore part of the famous Berlin Wall, the Reichstag building and park, Checkpoint Charlie, the Brandenburg Gate, and the stunning new and old architecture all around modern Berlin. Then you're going to be taking a train to Rostock, and you're going to have 2 nights in Rostock after this, which has a real unique atmosphere, lovely harbour, maritime flair as well as at the heart of Rostock. You know, home to a lot of major events that happen every year. You can head to the Warnemünde Lighthouse and Botanical Garden while you're there and see all the beach chairs on the beach, which make a great picture. And then we're sailing for 23 nights on board the fantastic Magnifica, or Magnifica. And she's a wonderful ship. You can see right there, there's a whole entertainment complex with bowling and virtual reality and all of that fun stuff. This is the solarium pool, which has a roof which opens and closes dependent on the weather. Obviously, when you're in this part of Europe, you know, it's not always predictable, but we are there in September, so a very good chance of it being nice weather. Look at the grandiosity of the theatre. I mean, we are sailing on an Italian vessel after all, and that is a quintessential, kind of reminds me of the La Scala Opera House in Milan. That's the whole idea of being on board MSC. It's grand, it's gorgeous, it's glamorous, it's over the top, but that's part of the fun of cruising.
And actually, in today's cruise passenger number standards, kind of mid-size, we're looking around about 3,200 passengers, which is just perfect for this kind of cruise that you're about to take. Lots of party evenings and themed events that they'll do on board. They'll do a tropical night where you put shirts on like I wear. Ladies, your floral dresses and beach style fun. There's a white night, which guess what you wear then? Yes, absolutely. Correct answer. They have a sunshine party and so much more. So there's lots to do right the way through the day, but they'll also have fun stuff in the evening as well. But you've got quite some journey ahead of you as well. Fascinating itinerary, leaving out of Warnemünde in Germany.
Yes, and we're into Gdynia in Poland first of all, and this is where you can see some really fantastic buildings. I mean, the Polish architecture is incredible. Next up, it's Klaipėda in Lithuania, and Lithuania is a sort of a hidden gem. We don't see a lot on itineraries on the Baltic Sea coast. Very beautiful ocean there. Riga's next in Latvia, which is fascinating. The architecture here is superb. It's got a real Gothic feel to it, and it's just lovely to wander around that city. I loved it there. Helsinki is next on the list, and the Tempeliakko Church is a must-see. It's a copper-lined dome and rock rubble interior. I do a best-of tour there. Tallinn, Estonia is next on the list, where you can explore the fascinating medieval old town, or take maybe a hop-on, hop-off bus tour, or even a cycling tour around the downtown. We're into my favourite, Stockholm, next for an overnight. Wonderful, you get a little bit longer in the Swedish capital. It is bustling and beautiful and glamorous. Everything you'd expect from Sweden, honestly. Then it's Copenhagen, again another super glamorous and beautiful city. Those colourful houses which are next to the fishing boats with tons of cafes are great. We are into Karlskrona in Sweden next, which is not seen on itineraries very often, but is one of over 33 individual islands, so it's a much more sort of relaxing experience. Warnemünde in Germany next, we're back in there. Just strolling around the town here is lovely, and like I mentioned before, they have these little kind of beach chairs on the beach. Rotterdam is next up, and you can head to Gelder, it's not too far away, or the Delft Pottery Factory, do a day trip there. La Rochelle in France awaits us next. This is an ample opportunity to see both coastal charm and also historical attractions in this port. Then it's Bilbao for its famous Guggenheim. That's a must-see for art lovers. Fascinating museum. Stroll the back streets as well and pick up some pinchos, which are the famous tapas in this part of the world. Light shows in Portugal. If you love to learn about the history of port wine, it's stored underneath the rivers of the city in wooden barrels. You can go on a tour and learn all about that. Then it's Valencia. If you love learning about regional cuisines, then you can go and do a tour, a gastronomy tour, taste the paella and tapas and all the specialties there. Then Marseille awaits us, and after all of that exploring, maybe you'll just want to stroll around the back streets and do a spot of shopping, pick up some souvenirs like the world famous Sabon, the soap from Marseille. Now we're going to disembark in Genoa, and you're going to take a train to Milan, the fashion and financial capital of Italy. You're going to be there for 2 nights in lovely Milan, which is great amount of time to explore, in all honesty. You can go to the Duomo and the Galleria Vittorio Emanuele as well. You can, have wonderful experiences walking around the Brera district and so much more. This itinerary is utterly fascinating. And some of these ports I haven't seen before on the itinerary.
And breathe, Joe.
Yes.
It's like the A to Z of Europe, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. I agree. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen such a big and wide variety of ports all in one itinerary. I love the fact that we are traveling in different ways as well. It feels like a real journey of celebration of the places that we're going to. Lots and lots of variety, lots of ways of getting around. But of course, the main bulk of that is your longer, and you spotted it there as well, it's a double cruise again, because, one just isn't enough. And if you've got 2 cruises that run back to back, one goes that direction, one goes that direction, it's really fascinating to put both of those together. And to do it as, again, I'll just tell you right now, as a disruptor cruise line who are saying, come and give us a try. Well, at these kind of prices, I think we will. Don't you? I mean, you think of all of the places that we went through there as well. And if you want to, I know we ran through it really, really quickly just for timings for the show, but if you pop that number into our website at cruiseaway.com.au, you will literally get a port by port, day by day breakdown of everything you are doing. So you can go into each of those places. Some of those places we hadn't seen on cruise itineraries before as well. We've been doing this for a long, long time. But you can go into each of those places one by one and just learn more about each individual place. There's loads of information on the ship, by the way, so please don't feel you need to do like lots and lots of homework before you go, because there's lots of information and lots of tour opportunities in every one of the ports that you'll call into as well. So just go and enjoy it. It is brilliant. This is such a fabulous price as well for everything that you are getting included here. So for this price tag, that's your flight first from Sydney over to Berlin in Germany, and you are arriving at the very start of Oktoberfest as well. The last day you're there is day 1 of Oktoberfest. So get involved in that and enjoy the celebration in the city. You've got 3 nights in all in a hotel to enjoy that there. And then you take the train journey from Berlin to Rostock, and you have another 2 nights there in a hotel before joining nearby in Warnemünde the MSC Magnifica for a dreamy 23 nights of full board MSC cruising with a wonderful ship to enjoy. There's lots of entertainment, lots of activities, lots of things to do on board as you cruise Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Estonia, Germany, Poland, France, Spain, Portugal, end in Genoa in Italy. Then you'll take another fascinating scenic train journey along to the fashion capital of Italy, Milan. You'll have 2 nights there in a hotel before you finally fly home to Oz. Boy, will you feel like you've travelled by the time you get home. It's brilliant. Remember, we've done all of the planning, so all you need to do today is call us with a deposit, and you can simply just look forward to enjoying all of those places hassle-free. And here's everything that is included for you. It is ridiculously good. I have to say, this is one of the best ever packages for Europe I have seen with us here at CruiseAway, because it is just so comprehensive. It is like Europe bingo, isn't it, really?
Wow.
I mean, you're ticking off so many countries there all in one go. And you're getting to see them in different ways as well by staying in the cities, in Berlin, in Milan, in Rostock. You're traveling by train, which is a lovely way of just enjoying the wonderful countryside and scenery in these places as well. And then you've got that whopper of a cruise going here, there, and just about everywhere in Northern Europe, the Baltics as well. I mean, where's it not going? It's ridiculous.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Call us now.
What an opportunity.
Yeah, completely and utterly. 1300 411 958 968 even is our number to call toll free. Right, one more. For those of you looking for a real getaway and a half, here's your chance to join part of a world cruise now for 50 nights from Sydney all the way to the eternal city of Rome in Italy for March in 2027. And let's get you straight back on board MSC Magnifica to go and have a little look around. She's stunning. She really is. These classic MSC ships. MSC are a great cruise line because, one, we've talked about the value. You've been seeing the value all the way through the shows, but they kind of have different chapters in their story, if you like. So you can go to the big modern sort of 6,000-7,000 passenger ships that they have, the world class out there right now, MSC World Europa and World America, soon to come World Asia as well. And this is the classic MSC fleet, back to smaller cruiser numbers, around about 3,000 passengers, and this lovely Italian flair, which is reflected right the way around the ship, from the lounges to the bars, which are many and plenty as well. So rather than everyone gathering in one place, you've got lots of different choices as you go through your day.
Yeah, a really great amount of lounges, and for a longer voyage, and you are going to be on board for, of course, 50 nights, you definitely want something that is a little bit more intimate, and this is a smaller ship in the MSC fleet. Still large, still tons of facilities, but again, more intimate. And I think that will really resonate with a lot of people going, you know, almost 2 months away. So, you know, it'll become a home from home.
Sounds
and you'll
good
have
to
your
me.
routine, and you'll have so many places that you like to hang out. There's a retractable roof on the swimming pool with a, you know, indoor lit pool, which is great for all kinds of weather. So we are cruising out of Sydney. We're heading to New May first in gorgeous New Caledonia for a beautiful day in paradise. And you might want to get out there on the water and snorkel. Maybe you dive and you have a PADI certificate, or just take a glass bottom boat tour to see the marine life. We are next up to Luganville in Vanuatu. And here you can head to one of the famous mud pools if you want to. You can actually do a lovely sort of outdoor thermal suite experience, or the water music experience, that's interesting. Then we're into Apia in Samoa. And again, these ports are all about exploring the natural beauty, the jungle, the mangroves, you know, the thermal pools, that incredible ocean, getting out there on the water, and the Pulia cave pool is the one to see there. Pago Pago is next, and I think one thing you want to do here as well is learn about the culture and learn about the different tribes that are on these islands. And you can do a culture experience, book it with the ship, so you know the timings will work out for you. You're going to love that. Honolulu is next. Now we're going kind of real juxtapose here from those more uninhabited islands to something that is, you know, a famous port on Oahu, where you can head to Pearl Harbor or Waikiki Beach or Hanauma Bay for sure. Then Hilo, and we get sort of progressively again more into nature on these further Hawaiian islands, because Hilo is very volcanic. It's utterly beautiful. There's lots of natural open space, and that's not been developed, which is great. And we're heading next to Los Angeles. That's right, the city of the stars. And in fact, there's the Avenue of the Stars there. You've got to do it. Take yourself a star tour up into the Hollywood Hills. That is the funnest thing to do in LA, if you ask me. Or head down to the Sunset Strip for some great bars. Cabo San Lucas is next. We're in fabulous Mexico. You've got the Los Arcos there. As you sail in, you might be lucky enough to see sea lions, dolphins, even turtles, and definitely pelicans as you're coming into the harbour. You can take a little stroll to the lighthouse when you're in Cabo too, which is nice. Then it's Punta Arenas, Costa Rica. Costa Rica is known for its coffee, and they have a great slow sanctuary there too. And the aerial tram through the jungle is fascinating. You go over the mangroves, and it is a thrill-seeking experience. Then we transit the Panama Canal. This will be the highlight of many adventurers' experience, I'm sure. You'll have a guide talking you through the whole thing from dawn till dusk, and learning about the 100 years plus of history of this feat of engineering. It is just unbelievable to do it. It takes us into Ocho Rios in fabulous Jamaica. Maybe you want to float down the river in a river tube, and you are in the tropics after all, or head to Dunn's River Falls. There is some great tax and duty-free shopping right there at the dock when you're in Ocho Rios, for sure. Then it's Tortola, the British Virgin Islands. This is more of a low-key, relaxed island, and the baths at Virgin Gorda are a lovely excursion. So speak to the team about booking that one. They'll take you over by boat, and you get to bathe in these natural waters. Then it's the island with two identities, Saint Martin, or Sint Martin, as they say, the French side. So it's Dutch and French, and you have a great beach right there in the centre of town, and behind it, several streets of incredible luxury shopping. Gran Canaria is next after a few days at sea. We're in the Canary Islands, which tend to boast all year round sun, so March is a great time to visit. The Las Palomas Dunes, you can do a safari out there on a dune buggy, which is lots and lots of fun. these are volcanic islands. You've got Palma de Mallorca next, which is a different part of the Spanish islands. It's lovely because this one has the grandiosity of Europe, but it has the relaxation of Spain. You've got lots of great dining and drinking options right there at the pier. Then we're into the home of so much fascinating ancient history, Naples, where you can head to Pompeii, the city that was buried under rubble and dust for thousands of years. Oh my gosh, one of the most fascinating day trips you will ever do. We finish up in Rome after that epic adventure. I can't believe it's been 50 nights. We got 2 nights to, cap off our adventure in the Eternal City. And whether it's catching up on some shopping or literally going around in awe of all of the amazingly preserved buildings such as the Colosseum, I mean, that is just unreal. When you stand there, you feel so tiny, you feel like a little ant when you're standing by the Colosseum. But wow, what an adventure. Here's an overview for you. Starting off in Sydney, you're going to be sailing through those beautiful South Pacific islands before we head into Hawaii for a couple of stops, Los Angeles, Cabo San Lucas. Then we're into Costa Rica, transiting through the Panama Canal into the Caribbean, Ocho Rios, Tortola, Phillipsburg, St. Martin, finishing up in the Canary Islands, over in Europe, finishing up in Rome.
Crazy, isn't it? It's a mighty 53 nights, this one, for March in 2027. And good news, because you're doing a half world cruise here, they always come with some extra perks. This one comes with select drinks included and some included shore excursions to enjoy along the way as well. It's a wonderful stay in Rome that we've put on at the end of the trip too. I want to show you the price straight away because I always think people are fascinated when it comes to a half world cruise. How much? That's good. That really is. This is already very popular trip with us here at CruiseAway, by the way. So you sail from Oz, as Joe mentioned, through the South Pacific, the Hawaiian Islands, the Caribbean, the Canaries and Spain, end up in Italy and enjoying half of Magnifica's epic world cruise in 2027. It's a charming ship that will look after you in style for your trip, and you'll enjoy select wines, beers and soft drinks when you dine in the main restaurant and in the buffet as well. And there are also 5 included shore excursions for you to choose from. Cruise-ins ends in Civitavecchia, which is the port for Rome. We then transfer you into the city. We've got you checked into a hotel there for 2 nights before your flight back to Oz. Here's everything that is included. It's just ridiculous. It's so good. Just for your info as well, because that price is really good. So if you wanted to investigate the whole world cruise on Magnifica, it runs from Genoa in Italy and it starts on the 5th of January for 121 nights around the world. Could you imagine that? Returns to Genoa on the 6th of May. For more details, just talk to our team and they will give you the very best price tag. But if that is the price for half a world cruise, wow, I'm sure we can do you a deal. So call us free to find out more. It's 1300 411 968. Of course, you can search all of these deals on our website as well at cruiseaway.com.au. I think actually a lot of people think, okay, well, my numbers need to come up in some way. Some beloved windfall needs to happen if I'm ever going to go anywhere near a world cruise opportunity, even a small part of it. But actually, they're just becoming more and more accessible, aren't they?
Absolutely. And of course, when you put your deposit down and then you've got till your due date to pay off, it makes it even more feasible to make this happen. So, think about it. Maybe it wasn't even a thought or a consideration in the past, but now you're in a position to really look at doing it.
Yeah. It's all about timing, isn't it, in life? The right holiday comes and finds you at the right time, doesn't it? Which is great. And listen, talking of timing, we've run out of time, but we're here at the same time tomorrow with more. So come back and see us again soon as we cruise away.
Bye for now.